Hi everybody, this is Algebra 1, Lesson 15, and we're going to be talking about surface area. So surface area is the area all around the surfaces of a three-dimensional object. So in 15.1, they give us a cube. So it goes like this and like this. So basically like that. Their drawing's better than mine if you want to look in your book. Okay, so right here is 3. Right here is 4. And up and down is 2. Okay, so to find the surface area, we've got to think about how many surfaces we have. We have a bottom. If we looked in there, we could see the bottom and a top. Those are going to both be the same. So bottom and top. Their measure is going to be 4 by 3. So 3 times 4 is 12. And we're going to need that twice. Once for the bottom and once for the top. Okay, so now we got our top and our bottom. Now we're going to have a front right here and a back right there. The back and the front are going to be the same. The front is 4 by 2, so that would be 8. So front and back would be 8 and another 8. Then we have the sides. There are 2 sides here and here on both sides. So our sides are 3 by 2. 3 wide, 2 high. 3 times 2 is 6, so we're going to have 2 of those. Then we just have to add all that together. So 8 and 2 is 10, 20, 6 and 6 is 12, so 32. And then 3, 4, 5, 52 centimeters squared is going to be the surface area of that cube. So we have to make sure that we're counting every single surface. Our top and our bottom, our back and our front, and our sides. And we find the area of each, and then we add all those together. Alright, let's try another one. This one's a different shape. This one's a triangle. Tells us that it's a right triangle right there. But then it goes out like this and comes down like that. And this is 15.2. Alright, so this doesn't have as many sides as our cube did. We're going to have a bottom, a base, and we're going to have these 2 triangular pieces. Then we're going to have a back and a front. Alright, so let's go with, first we got to label these. That's 4 high, 3 wide, 6 right there, and then this one that comes down like that is 5. Okay. Alright, so first we're going to do our bottom, and that will be 6 by 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, let's do our 2 triangle pieces. So there and there. We're going to have 2 that are the same. To figure these out, we have to do 3 times 4 divided by 2. Remember, because it's base times height divided by 2. So 3 times 4 is 12 divided by 2, which would be 6. And we need 2 of those, 6 and 6, because we have one here and one there. Okay, so we've used up the bottom and this triangle piece and that triangle piece. Now we have the back. Those are the sides. The back is going to be right here. That is 4 high and 6 wide, because if this is 6 wide, then that has to be 6 wide. So 6 times 4 is 24. And then we just have this front piece, the slanted piece. Right? And it's 6 by 5. And that would be 30. We're going to call that the front. Now we just have to add all these up. 4 is 10, 6 and 8 is 14, so 24. And 3 and 2 is 5, 6, 7, 8. 84 centimeters squared, or whatever it is. Feet, meters, I don't know. Okay, so that one's pretty easy. Just make sure you're getting every single side, find the area of each side, and then add them all together. Alright, let's try 15.3. This one is a little different. This one is like a soda can or a can of soup. Okay, and it tells us that our radius is 4. Alright, so first we're going to have a top and a bottom. So for the top and the bottom, we're going to have to find the area of this circle whose radius is 4. And the area of a circle is pi r squared. And pi is 3.14. And our r is 4, and 4 squared would be 16. So we're going to do 3.14 times 16, if I have my calculator. Feel free to use your calculators, I just don't have mine handy. Okay, so I got 50.24. And that's for one of these round surfaces. We have 2. So we're going to do 50.24 and then another 50.24. Now we have to figure out this whole area around. Now that is going to stretch out into a big rectangle. So if we have a piece of paper and we have it wrapped into a circle like that, say like that, and then we cut it down the side. See how it's round? It's a cylinder, just like that. If we cut that down the side, we're going to have a big rectangle. Make sense? Okay, so we've got a rectangle right there. And we have to figure out what it is. Well, the rectangle would be the dimensions of it, like if we roll it out into a big rectangle like that. This top piece right here is going to be the same as all the way around this circle. So it's going to be the circumference of that circle. And this also told us that this was 10 high. So we know this part's 10. Now we have to figure out what this is. And that's going to be the circumference of this circle. So to find the circumference of a circle, we're going to do 2 pi r, and r is 4. So 2 times 3.14 times 4. 2 times 4 would be 8, so 3.14 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24, 25. I got 25.12 for this part. Okay, so then I have to multiply that times 10, which would be 251.2. 251.2, and that's going to be our sides, which is just a circle. So now I just have to add all these together. Okay, so let's review. This one is our top, this one is our bottom, and then our sides all the way around, which stretch into a giant rectangle. What's the circumference of the circle times the height, which is 10, and that got us 251.2. Now we're just going to add all these together. And we get 351.68. Alright, so those are a little bit more complicated, but not too bad once you know what to do. Okay, we got one more. This is 15.4. Okay, this shows us the bottom, the base of a shape. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so it's got a rectangle and then a circular part, a half circle. That's 3, and this is 6, and this is 5. Alright, so, and then it tells us that that same shape looks like this. That's no good. It looks like a loaf of bread to me. There we go. It's a little loaf of bread. And then it is 10 feet high. So that's the base of it, and then it's coming up 10 feet. Okay? My drawing's not very good. Just look in the book, and their drawing is better. So we're going to have two bases, and then we're going to have this surface area that goes all the way around all of our sides, and that's called the lateral surface area. The stuff that goes up and down. So we got our base, and then our bottom base right here, the bottom and the top, and then we're going to have all the sides. Alright, so the bottom and the top, we're going to have to figure out the area of this figure. we know that we have 6 times 5, so inside of here, that part will be 30. And then we need the area of half of a circle. So for that, it's going to be pi r squared divided by 2 to get a half a circle. And our r is 3, so that'll be 3.14 times 3 times 3 is 9 divided by 2. So 3.14 times 9. That'd be 28.26. And then we have to divide that by 2. One and 4 and 1 and 3. 14.13. So we're going to have 14.13 is this part right here, this half circle. So 14.13 plus our 30 for 6 times 5, our rectangular part. And we're going to get 44.13 is one base. So we have 44.13 is one base, and we have two bases, so we need another 44.13. Okay? Now we have to figure out our lateral surface area, our sides. Now there's a couple ways that you could do this. You could figure out this one, and then you could figure out that one, and then you could figure out the roundy one, and then of course there's the one on the back side there. The easiest way to do it is to figure out the perimeter all the way around, and then multiply it times your height. So our perimeter all the way around is going to be 6 plus 5 plus another 5 plus whatever this is going to be. So to figure out the circumference of a circle, it is 2 pi r, but we're dividing that by 2 because we only have half a circle, so it's pi r. So that would be plus pi times 3. Okay, and so pi times 3 would be 9.42. So we'd have 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 9.42, and that will come out to, let me put it up and down, 5 and 5 is 10, that would be 16 for all that, 9.42 plus 16, 25.42. Okay, and then I have to multiply that times the height, and the height, it tells us, is 10. So if I multiply that times 10, I'm going to get 254.2. Okay, and then I have to add that to my two bases. We would get to 346. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. That'll be 14. Yeah, that would be 14. 342.46 is the answer to that one. Alright, I hope that made sense to everybody. Pause the video and try to do the practice problems, and I will come back and show you how to do them. Hi, this is Algebra 1 and Lesson 15. I'm going to do the practice problems. So, practice A gives us a cube here. I'm terrible at drawing these. And it says this is 4, this one's 2 up and down, and then back right here is 3. Okay, and we have to find the surface area. So we're going to find the area of each one of its sides. It's going to have a top and a bottom. I'm just going to put T for top, B for bottom. It's going to have two sides, and it's going to have a front and a back. Okay, so our top is going to be 3 times 4, which will be 12, and our bottom's going to be the same. Our sides, so right here and right here, those are going to be 3 times 2, which is 6. Got 2 of those. And then our front would be here, which would be 4 times 2, and our back would be here, which would be 4 times 2 again, so that would be 8 and 8. Now I just have to add these up. So that makes 10, and that makes 20, and 6 and 6 is 12, so that's 32. Oops. And 3, 4, 5, 52. And that is inches squared. So A is 52 square inches. All right. B is a triangle, so it goes like that. And our measurements are 10 right there, 12 right here, so this one's 12, this one coming down is 10, 8 right there, and 6 right there. All right, so we're going to have two triangles, the sides here and then back there, okay? And those are going to be 6 times 8 is 48, and then divide that by 2, so those are each 24. Because base times height divided by 2, 6 times 8 is 48, divided by 2 will be 24. Okay, those are our sides, and then we're going to have a bottom, so that's this, which is 12 times 8, which would be 96. Then we're going to have a back, which is this one, which would be 6 times 12, which would be 72. Then we're going to have this top or front right here. Call it the front. And that's 12 times 10, which would be 120. Alright, now I just have to add all those together. So 6 and 4 is 10, 14, 15, 16, carry the 1, and that would be 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think I'm missing something. Oh, I added wrong. Alright, so let me start this. 4 and 4 is 8, 6 and 8 is 14, 15, 16, that's right, carry the 1, and then I have 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, okay, and then carry the 2, 2 and 1 is 3, and it's 336 square feet. Alright, just be careful when you're adding. Okay, now we're going to try C. C has a circle, and then it's a long tube that goes down like that, and it tells us that this diameter right here is 20, and that the length is 200. Alright, so we have to figure out the surface area of that. So we're going to have two ends right here that are going to be the area of this circle. Okay, so to find the area of a circle, we're going to do pi r squared. R is 20, so 3.14 times 20 squared. 20 squared would be 20 times 20, which would be 400. So we have to do 3.14 times 400. And that is 1,256. I'm going to put these over to the side. So 1,256. And then we're going to have, that would be this end. And then this end is also going to be 1,256. Alright. So those are two ends. Now we need the surface area of this long part, this lateral surface area right here. And if we cut this and rolled it out, it would make a rectangle. Okay? It's going to make a rectangle. Now we know that that rectangle, actually we'll roll it out right there. We know it's 200 long. Now, how long is this? Well, whatever it is all the way around this circle is going to be the length of the side. So we need the circumference of that circle. And the formula for that is C equals 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle. So our r is 20 times 3.14 times 2. If we do 20 times 2, we'll have 40. So we need 3.14 times 40. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4, 5. 3 times 4 is 12. Bring our decimal over 2. Alright, so that's 1,250, or 125.6 over here, and then we have to multiply that times 200. That just tells us the length around here. Then we have to multiply it by times 200 to see what it is all the way down. See, it's telling us this length, and we multiply times 200. Alright, so 0, 0, and then 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 11. The 1 times 2 is 4, 5. Times 1 is 2. And I have 2 decimal places. So that's 25,120. And now I just have to add all three of these values together. So to review, this first one right here is this N, the area of that circle. The second one is the area of that circle. And this big one is all this area of the stuff going up and back and forth there. Since 6 is 12, 10, 12, 13, 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 2. So you should have 27,632, and that is centimeters squared. Okay, and that is C. And there's one more, that is D. And it's a weird shape. It's got a triangle like that. And then it has a circle sticking off the end. It almost looks like an ice cream cone. It's 10, and that is 8. Let's see, that is 3. Let me look in the book and see if that's an 8 or a 9. I can't read my writing. Okay, that's an 8. Alright. And then it says that that is actually a figure that looks like this. So it's a three-dimensional ice cream cone that is 10 high. That's 10. Alright, so first we're going to have to, it's going to have a top, and it's going to have a bottom, and then it's going to have that lateral surface area, that up and down part. So our top and our bottom, we need to find the area of this figure. So for the area of a triangle, so if we cut it into there, we're going to have 8. We don't use that 10. We're going to use this, which from there to there, that's going to be 6. 2 of our little diameters would be 6. So 6 times 8 is 48, and then half of that would be 24. And then we have to add whatever the area of this half a circle is, and the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared, 3.14 times r, which is 3 squared, which would be 9. So I need 3.14 times 9. 9 times 4 is 36. This one is 9, 10, 11, 12. 9 times 3 is 27, 28. 28.26 would be the entire circle. We only need half a circle. Divided by 2, we would get 1, 4, 1, 3. 14.13. So this 14.13 right here, that is the area of this roundy part, and this 24 is the area of that triangle part. Okay? Now I'm going to add them together. 8, 2, and 1 is 3. 38.13 is the entire surface area, the entire area of the bottom and the top. So I need 2 of those. 38.13 and 38.13. Now to figure out my lateral surface area, this whole part going up and down. All I have to do is figure out the perimeter of my figure and then multiply it times the height, which is 10, because if we stretch that all out, it would still just make a rectangle. Okay? We'd actually have a rectangle that was 8 long right there, and then this would be the roundy part, and then this part would be the 10. See how if we folded it all up, like, say that I take this and I fold it, And I have that, and then I've got my rounded part. See, it looks kind of like that. And if I stretch it all out, it turns into a rectangle. Alright, so first I'm going to find the perimeter of that, and then I'm going to multiply it times 10. So the perimeter here, I've got 8, and I've got 10, so that makes 18, 8 and 10. And now I just have to figure out the perimeter of this half circle. So for circumference of a circle, we do 2 pi r, and then we only need half a circle, so we're going to divide that by 2. These 2's cancel, so I just need pi times r. So that would be 3.14 times r, which is 3. 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9. 9.32. Wait, 3 times 4 is 12, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, 42, 9.42. And I'm going to add that to my 18, so I got 9.42 right here, 10 right there, 8 right there. I'm adding all those together. 27.42. Now I have to multiply that times how tall it is. Okay, so that just tells me how far it is all the way around. Now I'm going to multiply that times how tall it is, which is 10, which is really easy. When we multiply it by 10, we just move our decimal, so I'm going to have 274.2. So 274.2. And I'm going to add that to my top and my bottom. So 3 and 3 would be 6, and then 2, 3, 4.46, 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, carry the 2, that would be 10, 13, 14, 15, carry the 1, that would be 350.46, and that's the answer. And I don't remember if that's centimeters, meters, whatever, call it centimeters squared. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. There should be another video on lesson 16. Go ahead and watch that one, and then your homework will be lesson 16. Okay, bye.